Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and thanks for tuning in for episode 5 of our Shadow Hearts Let's Play playthrough. Last time, we unlocked our third fusion soul, the Wind Spirit Tornado. We confronted the Granny Cat Lady at the Shrine of Yamaraja and chased her all over this cursed village, trying to keep up with her and hopefully catch her. And things got a little bit weirder when we got to the entrance of the village, and there were two characters there, Zhuzhen and Mei Yan. Zhuzhen officially joined our party to help us get rid of Granny Cat Lady. So now all roads lead to this final episode of Zhaoyang Village. We are going to finally confront and fight the Granny Cat Lady, who has been just a few steps ahead of us since we got here. But I have a feeling that's going to change, and that's going to end now. And after that, probably going to end up taking on Yamaraja at the shrine that Granny Cat Lady is protecting. So this episode is going to be all about wrapping up the mystery of Zhaoyang Village, clearing out this corruption, and finally escaping out of here. So, with all of that being said, let's hop into more Shadow Hearts. So, we just got the plan from Zhuzhen. We need to go find a metal vessel and a torch. So, let's get on that. I know I showed these off in the last video when I showed all of the enemies in this area, but you can't tell me that these green flyers are not based off of the Wizard of Oz, the flying monkeys. It's just too similar. Like, watch when we go in to attack one of them. We're going to get rid of the Canis first, but when we go in to attack the green flyers, you can't tell me that they don't remind you of the flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz. Alright, let's check out. We didn't get to see Zhuzhen's attack judgment ring last time, since we just used the yin and yang ability. We just used Ogre Flame Dance. Let's take a look at his and see how his looks. Oh, that's interesting. That first spot is right at the very beginning. Yeah, look at that thing. So, they are heavily inspired by the flying monkeys. Yuri making quick work. Zhuzhen is not a very physically strong character. We'll probably keep him to strictly just casting. So we've got two casters. We have Alice for healing, Zhuzhen for some special attack damage. Yuri is going to be our physical damage attacker. Yuri leveled up. We got to level 9. Alright. Peddler here. I'm looking for something. A vessel and a torch. Alright, so one of these shops on the next screen is going to have the metal vessel, and the torch is going to be down at the entrance. Metal vessel stained with blood. Or what it was. You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know what it was used for. I just want to get the hell out of this village. Okay, so Again, the Judgment Ring is involved in just about all aspects of the game. You have to use the Judgment Ring, pick up a quest item. We have received the metal vessel. Let's finish up this battle and go get ourselves the torch. Alright, so Zhuzhen is confused. Yuri is confused. None of that is any good. So we have no control over Yuri or Zhuzhen at the moment. Of course, they attack Alice instead of attacking one of the other two. Zhuzhen attacks Alice. Did he just say you're an asshole? I think we can use one of these. Let's at least get Yuri cured, since he's our big damage dealer. Alice is confused. Zhuzhen is knocked out of his confusion. Get rid of these things. There's our perfect ring. I know in the last episode I said I wanted to check our score to see how we were doing on our Judgment Ring, but I forgot to do that. So we will do that after this battle. I'm going to attack with Zhuzhen again. I'm going to try and hit all three. And if you listen closely, I swear on the last strike, it sounds like he's saying, "You're an asshole." Okay, I am convinced that Zhuzhen is just smacking people with his stick and telling them that they're an asshole. That may be the greatest thing ever. Because Yuri is sarcastic as hell. Alice is this sweet, kind, innocent healer. And Zhuzhen just comes in throwing fireballs and smacking people with a stick, calling them assholes. Oh, I love this game. Alright, let's go get our torch. Mayan is still here. Oh, right there. Found a torch and a pile of sticks. Seems like it can still be used. Alright, there we go. We have our torch. We have our metal vessel. Time to go smoke out Granny Cat Lady. Alright, no flying monkeys this time. Almost got the perfect. And I forgot to check the score again. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Doing that after this battle. I want to see how we're doing on the Judgment Ring. I know we have missed some of them. I think overall we've done pretty well. Oh. Zhuzhen didn't get to call him an asshole. I'm also curious of what percentage of perfect rings we're at as well. If I remember correctly, I think if you have a high enough perfect ring percentage, you end up getting a special item. Yeah, we are pretty far into our second Earth Fusion Soul already. And this is really only the first real area of the game, so we may have done a bit too much grinding. Okay, score. Let's see how we're doing. We've had 39 battles. Ring successes is 129 out of 137. Ring success rate is 94%. Ring perfect rate, we have 22 out of 136. So we are at 16%. We're gonna have to get better with the timing and get the perfect ring rate up. I'm not entirely sure, but I do think if it's high enough, I think it has to be around like 55 to 60%. And I am fairly certain we get a special item. I may be wrong. I may be thinking of the sequel. But I'll have to check that out. We don't have any discount rate yet. We don't have any raised price rate. We have walked 21.2 miles. We've walked from Tokyo to Yokohama. And our rank is 60. Sanity, we're at 100%, so no one has gone berserk. We haven't run away from any battles. We've been unconscious twice. And those would be the 2 battles from the first and second episodes that those battles we're not supposed to win. If we're not supposed to win them, I don't think those should count as us being knocked unconscious. We are going to go ahead and clear this. The acupuncturist. Yeah, so he can do something with our weapons. He can... Oh, so he can raise our attack power and expand our hit areas. Okay. That is good to know. We keep that in mind. This is our special skill for Zhuzhen, Yin and Yang. The Absolute Sage. Alright. Okay, so we checked the score and our Judgment Ring stats. It is now time. What's our money at? We've got 7,000. I'm going to buy a tent. No, we have 4 of them already, but I'm gonna buy a tent, gonna heal up, and probably get right into a battle. You know what? No, I think we're actually alright for this one. Alright, let's go smoke out Granny Cat Lady. I knew it. I knew a battle was gonna come up. Almost a perfect on that one. Don't really usually use Alice for attacking, but she seems to be able to do these ones. Oh, nope, she didn't one-shot that one, but alright. Use Alice and Zhuzhen to get rid of one of them. A little less work for Yuri to do. I think Alice will oh, Alice did level up to level 9. So Alice and Yuri both level 9. Zhuzhen's at level 8. We may hit level 10 before we leave this area. I know we gained a Malice level. Yep, we've got our metal vessel and our torch. I'll give it a go. He told us it was gonna stink. And you heard that. Granny Cat Lady definitely did not like the smell of that. Alright. Finally having our battle with Granny Cat Lady. Oh yeah. That's a big Hellcat. To up our physical attack and fuse right into Raging Tiger. Alice is our healer, so I'm just going to want her to defend. Zhuzhen, let's cast Fireball. Silver Flame Dance, but it's Fireball. So she has attacks that will hit all of us. There's a perfect ring. They're easier to get on Yuri. His Judgment Ring is fairly simple. Let's see. Zhuzhen's still got 75 MP. Yep, let's go for another one. Oh, perfect on that one too. Almost a perfect, but what they say about almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. That was a relatively easy battle. Got ourselves a lottery ticket, 120 experience, 600 cash. Not too shabby. Some more wind energy, so we're halfway through our second tier of wind as well. Barely got any dark. We have no fire. Hardly have any light. And halfway to our first water fusion. Yes. Yes, you have. Zhuzhen being a generally good guy, trying to put the demon to rest. Oh, well, so much for that. That's a big FU from Granny Cat Lady. Yamaraja. All right. So, I guess you could consider Granny Cat Lady a mini boss. The monsters came from the souls of domestic animals. Huh. Yep, so Granny Cat Lady would be considered a mini boss in my opinion. And we are now apparently going to fight Yamaraja. Hopefully we can avoid some battles. We are going to go... Now is when we will use our tent. No battles, no battles, no battles. Let's go get Yamaraja. Thought we'd had it. Alright, we're gonna get rid of these guys first. I don't feel like being confused. Alice. Now would be a good time for you to be able to... There we go. Go let Zhuzhen call a zombie an asshole. Alright, so we were able to make it through that battle without even letting them attack. Got another Holy Mother burst, so we're back up to 3 of those since we used one on Yuri earlier to cure confusion. More wind and earth soul energy. Alright, time for Yamaraja. Dare violate the shrine? Well, yes. Yes, I do. Let's violate it and get his attention. The Lord of Hell. Okay. So not just a high-ranking demon, but a very high-ranking demon. Lord of Hell. That's a big dude. Alright. Oh, we actually get to go first. Let's see what it... Yamaraja Earth. Okay, so I think maybe our best bet is going to be... That doesn't boost our physical attack, though. It does boost our special attack. And we have a wind-based special attack to use on him that I think will be fairly powerful. Wind shear. Not as strong as I thought it would be. Large Whirlpool. Wait a minute. He's an Earth affinity. Let's see. Let's try this here. Oh no! Jump the gun. Yeah, Yuri has a judgment ring. Status ailment. Oh jeez. Alright. We did get a perfect on the Ogre Flame Dance. Hopefully this does a decent amount of damage. Still not great. Oh no! I'm gonna want Alice to cure Zhuzhen. That is way more than it needed to be. 158. Nobody even has that much HP yet. Alice got hit pretty hard. This should be our last turn with the Judgment Ring. Status ailment on Yuri. I think the closer you get to the red sliver, the more damage that you do. I I don't think... I don't think Alice would have made it another turn without going berserk. Okay, we got perfect on the other flame dance. Easy hitting. Oh. Okay, so yeah, that was the previous turn was the last turn of the status ailment for the Judgment Ring. Still can't hit that perfect. But we got him. Alright. I think we wasted that pure leap on Alice though, unfortunately. 1800 cash, the Star Brooch. Zhuzhen leveled up and learned a new skill. Sirocco Blast. That is it for Yamaraja. Yeah, anyway. Said somebody was controlling him. Who? So the black tortoise was just a picture. Oh, I didn't think of that. Could it be Roger Bacon? I don't say we know him, but we've met. Alright, Zhuzhen, you want to finish that thought? I don't recall it going that way. I actually recall him smacking you down rather efficiently. Yeah, see? Even Zhuzhen knows you're full of it. No, it wasn't Bacon. But he was involved. A pure kind of malice. Hatred and lust and vengeance. Demonize. Great. Our light affinity healing caster has an ability that's commonly referred to as demonize. Well, that's good to know. She's already a target, man. Like, did you not just listen to the story about her being abducted by the Chinese army or Japanese army? I mean, I kind of agree with Yuri on this one. You're not really giving us any solid answers here, so... Oh, that's sore spot. Don't bring up his daddy. Only the beginning. So... if this is only the beginning, we still don't have a lot of answers. So, Zhuzhen, while helpful in the battle, hasn't been much help with clearing anything up. He did explain a little bit about both Yuri and Alice's abilities, but that doesn't really clear anything up. Story-wise. Like, I thought we'd get at least a hint at what's going on. In fact, we can open the gate now. Oh, you think so? Yep. All the red mist and fog is gone. We need to talk to somebody here. Yep, we gotta stop and see our peddler friend. Well, yes. Yes, I did. Yes, now it's possible to leave. Guild card. So the guild card is actually what is going to allow us to get the discount on items and raise the price of items that we sell. Now, if we mess up 5 times in a row and we don't get the discount or we don't raise the price 5 times in a row, that's the end of the card. It's inactive. We'll no longer be able to use it. So this is the first tier of the guild card. Alright. Catch you later, Mayan. I'm gonna take your word on it for now, Zhuzhen. My thoughts exactly, Yuri. My thoughts exactly. He's a bit odd. Yeah, it's Yuri that would be in trouble. Yuri's the one that he was crushing on and flirting with. Well, so Zhuzhen is leaving our party now. I had us name him, so I'm sure we will meet up with him again further down the line game. But for now, it seems Zhuzhen is going to be leaving the party. Oh. It's gonna leave us with a bit more ominous details. Like all of this is connected. Well, I don't think you're wrong. Yeah, so we'll be meeting again somewhere. So we are going to run into Zhuzhen further down the road. I mean, you didn't really seem to be a willing student, to be fair there, Yuri. Alright, everyone. That is going to be it. That is the end of Zhaoyang Village. We can finally put that creepy village behind us. Thank you, everybody who's been following the series so far. This was a pretty big episode. It ended up being a longer episode than I thought it would be. But we had our first real boss fight and got some small details into the story and about Yuri and Alice's abilities. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment letting me know your favorite parts, how you're enjoying the videos, how you like the series. Next time we'll be heading out to Fengtian. We'll have to see what goes on there, because that's where the Japanese army was originally taking Alice when they abducted her. So we will see what secrets follow us and that we can find in Fengtian. Till then, you guys take care of yourselves, be well, and I will see you next time for some more Shadow Hearts.